Guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Punch Man episode 2 review. So let's get right into it. So the episode starts off and we find that there's been an outbreak of mosquitoes and this new character, Genos, seems to be dealing with the situation until the Queen proves to be too much for him, bringing him almost to the point of self-destruction. But luckily for him, One Punch Man, he comes in there and he slaps. I kid you not, he slaps the mosquito and kills it with a slap. Come on, he slapped it. He slapped it. He literally gave it the fly treatment. I'm surprised he didn't have a newspaper rolled up and just went, but that's how easily he dealt with this queen mosquito. But after this new character Genos, I was gonna say he had a fanboy moment, but he didn't really have a fanboy moment. But after he saw this, he was like, "Yo, let me be your disciple." And then we skip a week, and then we see Genos. He has come to Saitama's house, and he's still asking him like, "Let me be your disciple. Let me train under you." And Saitama, he's like, "No, I don't want. I'm not looking for no disciples." And this is when we go into Genos's backstory, and I'm gonna give you the short version. When 4 years prior to this day, he was 15 years old, and he was a normal person. He was not a cyborg at all. And then crazy cyborg passed through his town, destroying everything and almost killing him, and a doctor came along and made him a cyborg, and now he's just out for vengeance. He's looking for this cyborg to kill it, to get revenge for him, for what he did to his parents, what he did to his town, and also for the sake of the doctor as well. He made a promise to the doctor to just get rid of this cyborg. So that is what he's doing. That's what his mission. He can't be really considered a hero. He's like an avenger. He's like a Sasuke. He's not a hero. You cannot consider him a hero, because even though he has been doing good things, like he's been passing through towns to town looking for clues for this cyborg and just dealing with problems as he's going along, he's still out for vengeance. So maybe you can call him an anti-hero, I don't know, but he's not a hero. He's not a hero because he's got evil intentions. But then we just get introduced to the House of Evolution, and they just found out what happened to the Queen Mosquito. So I'm guessing that the Queen Mosquito came from, yeah, of course it came from there, because the guy that we see, he says that was just a prototype, and they seem to be interested in Saitama. So they send the third and second best fighter and some minions to go capture him, and that just really goes wrong, because we see Saitama, he easily deals with the second strongest fighter and minions, and where we see Genos, he easily deals with the third. He doesn't kill him, he just hold him captive, and now the next episode they're gonna get some answers out of it. Going back a little bit, after Saitama just hears all this information about Genos and then asking his age, he decides that he's going to train Genos, but he tells Genos it's not going to be easy. And to this, Genos is alright, he's up for it. Saitama does also say that you're still young, and I do believe that you can surpass me. And when I first heard that, I was like, wow, surpass? Saitama is really strong as it is, and for someone to be able to surpass him, that's amazing. That's an amazing thought. So now I'm gonna just talk about Genos as a character, because just to talk about what he can do so far. So we've seen that he's like really fast, not as fast as Saitama, because we see the bit where he detects the two minions outside and he goes to attack them, but by the time he gets out, Saitama's already dealt with them. So he is fast, but not as fast as Saitama. We find out that he's got he can sense. I'm not sure if this is a cyborg thing or it's just like natural human senses, but he can sense enemies coming, and he can sense enemies coming. We also see that he's got a very wide area of attack. His destructive capabilities reach a wide area with a maximum so far of 500 meters, because we do see him do that fire blast, which it burns many of the buildings in the area, burns down Saitama's clothes. But that's another thing for Saitama. He was not affected by the blast at all. We see him, and all that's happened to him is that he's lost his clothes. He doesn't have no burns. He wasn't bleeding anywhere at all. This is probably a result of his training. Gosh, what else can we say about Genos? He's also fairly smart, where he was able to realize the whole situation with the queen mosquito, how she was getting stronger of all the blood that she was taking, and he was also able to realize that how this queen was controlling all of them, and he was able to figure out that if he was to get rid of the queen, he might be able to get rid of all the like other minion mosquitoes. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Genos for now. He's fairly fast. He's got great destructive feats for like a second episode, 500-meter radius blast, and he's fairly smart. Just to close up the review, I'm just going to say that this episode was really funny. Throughout the episode, it was bare funny bits. Just throughout the episode, I could not speak about all of them because there's just too much. One I do really want to speak about is just the first one, because it really is life, where we see Saitama, he's trying to drill that one mosquito and he can't hit it, and the more times he tries, the more annoyed he gets. That is really life. That is really me, because when I have a fly in my room, or just any flying insect, I cannot let that rest. It really does irritate me, and you're just trying to kill it and you're just missing, and it really irritates you. That was one of the most funny bits in this episode, but it does go on. There's bare humour throughout the whole of the episode, and just the animation is just it's beautiful, and I cannot wait for the next episode. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.